Hey, it's Eric. What's going on? I'm gonna make a video today on survival soup that I found on the internet. I found it on this woman's website. Her name is Jill Cataldo. It's JILLCATALDO. JillCataldo.com. And what does that be? A forward slash, I think. Survival soup. Or if you just Google Jill Cataldo survival soup, it'll come up. I'll put a link for it. But her article on her website was called "A Year's Worth of Survival Soup for Under $300." And what she tells you to do, well, it's not hers, first of all. She says that if you read the article, she says she found it on some survivalist forum or something, and she gives a link to the original source. But and she's not a survivalist or a prepper, but she tries to help people save money and stuff, and that's what her website's about. So this was, $300 worth of a year's worth of soup for $300, which is pretty cheap, but it's bean soup, whatever. But anyway, her ingredients called for 80 pounds of white rice, 22 pounds of red kidney beans, 22 pounds of barley, 22 pounds of lentils, 6 pounds of split green peas, and 6 pounds of chickpeas. See how I gotta get further away? That's how you know you're getting old, when you gotta get further away from the shit you're eating. So what I say, 6 pounds of chickpeas. Did I say it already? I'll say it again. Then 30 pounds of chicken or beef bouillon and seasonings. And so I've done this already. I sealed it up in the Mylar bags, the oxygen absorbers. I basically broke them up into 5-pound buckets, split the ingredients up. So you grab one bucket, you have all the ingredients in one bucket, and I split it up like that. But so what I was doing, I was looking to do it again, and then I came across this 16 bean soup mix. So you don't have to get all this stuff individually, because this has everything that's mentioned here and more stuff. It's got the beans, it's got the barley, it's got the chickpeas. It has very little barley though, so I got extra barley. So what I did, and it all fits in a 5-gallon bucket, I got 12 pounds of the bean mix, 4 pounds of barley, and 15 pounds of rice. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the rice in a 5-gallon Mylar bag, with the oxygen absorber, and that'll probably take up half the bucket. And then everything else, I'll break that up into I don't know, maybe gallon bags or something, and that'll take up the rest, and it'll all fit in one 5-gallon pail. So you got one bucket and you got all the mix. And that's about it, I think. You know what I would do though? Because if I ate beans all the time, I'd probably throw up. Because, I don't know, bean soup just doesn't sound too good. So that's why I like extra barley, because, I don't know, I just rather eat barley than beans. But I was thinking, if you get dehydrated, vegetables, or I think, what I see it on August and Farms, I think had a dehydrated vegetable mix for soups. It had carrots, peas, celery. I'm pretty sure it was August and Farms. I don't know, if you look for it, I'm sure you'll find it, or you could just get individual cans, you know what I mean, and mix it up yourself. But then so if you substitute half the bean mix for let's say you're making a recipe that calls for a pound of beans, just do a half pound of beans and then a half a pound of vegetables. That'll make it more edible, I think. And even if you put that tomato powder, that freeze-dried tomato powder that they got, or that dehydrated tomato powder, whatever it is, that'll probably make it really good. Oh, excuse me, man. Need some more iced tea. All right. And yeah, so I think that's it, man. It's gonna say something else and I can't remember what it was. I got CRS. Can't remember shit. But I guess that's it. And I'll talk to you later.